Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I watched the Phoenician scheme. Alright, so Wes Anderson once again graced us with a new movie, and this time it's the Phoenician scheme. And I have to say, Wes Anderson truly is a genre. Wes Anderson truly is an artist in filmmaking. He's one of the best filmmakers out there, just surely and solely based on the style that he has for his movies. Whenever you see a still frame of a Wes Anderson movie, you will always recognize it as a Wes Anderson film. Maybe we can even say a Wes Anderson picture, like they used to say a Alfred Hitchcock picture, something like that. It's that good, it's that interesting, it's that insane. But I have never loved a Wes Anderson movie, not until I saw The Fantastic Mr. Fox and The Grand Budapest Hotel, which are movies I deeply love. After that, no real Wes Anderson movie has caught my attention as much as I hoped they would. I really dislike Isle of Dogs. I kind of dislike The French Dispatch because of the not cohesive story that it has. And this one is no different than any of the movies that Wes Anderson has made. But I do think that in The Fantastic Mr. Fox and Grand Budapest Hotel, the story really was very interesting and had me hooked. French Dispatch and the Asteroid City movie both missed that cohesive story that hooked me on. And this one, it started out really well because this one kind of felt like it had that story again. And that's some of the big things that I can congratulate this movie for. The story seems more focused in the first half hour when we are getting to know each of the characters, when we are getting to know the entire story, where they are going, up until around midway through when we have everything set up and then they can go all out again. And that's where the movie loses me again. It's the story of these movies that is just not doing it for me in a style that Wes Anderson makes for his movie, which is my next point of it. I love the style of a Wes Anderson movie. As I said before, you can recognize it from anywhere. It's that genius, it's that good, it's that recognizable. But there's also not been a difference in anything that the guy makes since The Grand Budapest Hotel, since Fantastic Mr. Fox. He always does the same thing, and I have to say, for a filmmaker that creates a movie every 2 years nowadays, I think it is, with The French Dispatch and Asteroid City in regard to that, I do feel like I'm getting tired of it. And that's solely because it's always the same thing. It doesn't change. It doesn't do anything different. It doesn't build upon it. It's always the same style with the same actors, with the same actors doing the same stuff in every role. And of course, acting in a Wes Anderson movie is like a fever dream. I would love to do it myself. If I ever get a chance, I would definitely do it. Not that I ever will get a chance, but if you have the chance, you know, you always have to chase your dreams. But it seems like it's a perfect way to get yourself known and to get to do some more stuff that is not that easy to do, because it does seem very easy to star in a Wes Anderson film. Like, you just have to be very static, you just have to make sure you know your surroundings and also know how you move your body and how you move your voice and how you do that to star in a Wes Anderson film. But it's incredibly difficult to do. But if it's always the same thing and you always expect the same over and over and over again, there will come a time where it just is not that interesting to you anymore, and where the specialness of everything around it is gone away. And I have a feeling that with this one, with the Phoenician scheme, which has a good story, it's kind of gone. And it's not that this movie doesn't do anything different. Like, there is this moment where a chase scene is happening between the lead character and someone else, and that's really interesting because the camera moves and it's kind of shaky, and I wasn't expecting that, and it made me nauseous because what's that doing in a Wes Anderson film? And normally I would applaud some changes like that, but in this one it was a change which was nice, But it was also one of the only changes that it did. The biggest change I felt was the role of Benicio del Toro. I feel like he did not really act like other people in a Wes Anderson movie act. So he really stood out as being different than all the rest. So that's something more memorable and more recognizable about this film that I definitely do applaud for it. There are some different things, but in the main area, it's still the same thing that it's been overly done over and over and over again by Wes Anderson, which just makes me think right now, like if the guy doesn't reinvent himself, if the guy doesn't do anything different and just stays the same safe shtick that he definitely doesn't know really well, it's going to feel like a factory output instead of a new Wes Anderson picture event in the movie theater, which is something I definitely wouldn't hope is going to happen. So yes, I kind of adore the Phoenician scheme for some of the things that it did differently, especially with Benicio del Toro, especially with the one time that they moved the camera real shaky and it was something different, if only it wasn't the only thing that was different. So I did not love the Phoenician scheme like I hoped I would, and maybe this movie is gonna grow on me. Maybe this movie is not gonna grow on me and will keep hating on it like I did with Isle of Dogs, which was one of the worst movies of 2018 I saw. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion. I just do not like Isle of Dogs one bit. Still, I thought this movie was pretty fine. I do hope the man does something different. I'm gonna give the Phoenician scheme 3 out of 5 stars. What did you think of this movie? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.